Like running for vice president of the United States. How crazy is this experience?
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. I was just telling you this earlier, but the first time that I've been in a public spot without Secret Service in the room is right now. So I'm like looking around for these guys because I'm used to just having them. It's 3 months, right? So he asked me the Monday of the RNC convention, which I think was June 15th. And I really didn't know that morning. I thought that he was probably going to pick me, but I didn't know for sure. Probably 60-40, basically. And so I had no idea. I get the call around 1 o'clock at Milwaukee time at the RNC convention. I'm hanging out with my kid. Another one of my kids is in the other room asleep because our kids are young, so they nap still. And he makes this call, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to be my vice president?" I was like, "Oh."
Was it literally just like that?
Well, actually, what happened is I get a text message from a staff member on his team that says he just missed a very important phone call. And I don't know, because there's so much inbound traffic that I think it just went straight to voicemail. So I call him back and I'm like, "Hey, sir, what's going on?" He said, "JD, you just missed a very important phone call. I'm going to have to pick somebody else now." So I'm about to shit a brick here. And then he says, no, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I want you to be my vice president. And the funny thing is, my 7-year-old is in the background, and he has no idea what's going on. And I love that, right? It's one of the good things about this. He has no clue what's going on. He's like, "Dad, who are you talking to?" He's talking about Pokemon cards, right? And Trump hears my son in the background, and he says, "Well, who's that?" And I said, "That's my 7-year-old son, you." And he's like, "Put him on the phone." So and I'm just anxious for him to get this statement out because in my mind it's not final until the statement is actually out. And he talks to my son and he reads the statement that he is going to put out on Truth Social announcing that I'm the VP nominee of the Republican Party. And he's like, "What do you think about that, Ewan?" And my son Ewan's like, "Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good." And then he gives the phone back to me. He's like, "I have no idea what the hell's going on."
He doesn't even know what that means.
Yeah,
that's
he has no
crazy.
idea. And of course, I remember this story because in particular, and the Madison Square Garden rally of a few days ago was the first time that my son actually met Donald Trump. So he'd spoken to him on the phone, but hadn't actually met him until the rally at MSG. And my 7-year-old really wanted to tell him a joke, and he remembers this phone conversation. And so he tells him this joke, and Trump kind of chuckles, but also is probably judging me because it was a somewhat inappropriate joke for a 7-year-old to tell. But here we are.
Well, that's the only ones 7-year-olds remember.
That's right. What's